A very good afternoon to all. Today we will discuss another two important sections of the in the Indian Penal Code. These sections are very important. Sometimes they look identical, but they are not identical. For a junior, it will be like which court it will happen, where the trial will take place, what is the actually basic difference is very difficult to understand. So I'll share both these sections with you. One is section 326. This we have already discussed in the past, but today we are going to discuss it with 327. 326 is the voluntarily causing grievous hurt by dangerous weapons or means. Whoever except in the case provided for by section 335 voluntarily causes grievous hurt by means of an instrument for shooting, stabbing or cutting or any instrument which used as a weapon of offense is likely to cause death, or by means of fire or any heated substance, or by means of any poison or any corrosive substance, or by means of any explosive substance, or by means of any substance which it is deleterious to the human body to inhale, to swallow, or to receive into the blood, or by means of any animal, shall be punished with imprisonment for life. This is very important. The punishment is imprisonment for life, or with imprisonment or either description for a term which may extend to 10 years and shall also be liable to fine. Here the words used is the imprisonment of life. So always remember this, that the 326 is triable by the magistrate court. Now here you can read this only when you go to the detailed sections and you read the schedule also, whether this is bailable, non-bailable, compoundable, non-compoundable. These are also things to be learned. Now here we can go another one step ahead, that is 307. Look at this. The reading itself is too like serious. Attempt to murder. Whoever does any act with such intention or knowledge. See, the word uses intention or knowledge, and under such circumstances that if he by that act caused death, he would be guilty of murder, shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 10 years, and shall also be liable to fine. And if hurt is caused to any person by such act, the offender shall be liable either to imprisonment for life or to such imprisonment as is herein before mentioned. Attempts by life convicts. There is another version to that. It is if he is already life convict, then under those sections it will be a death punishment. Now we are only discussing here 326 and 307. The thing I can share with you, the 326 is triable by the magistrate court, but the punishment is life imprisonment. There is a Vishnu Sai judgment when I entered into practice, maybe in the 2001, that is the beginning of this year, this decade. Now here what happened, last decade I believe, and this century. But what has happened that because there is a life imprisonment, the matter has to be very serious. So on the vital part of the body. Now what are the vital part of the body? Vital part, it can be head, it can be your stomach. By that you are going to lose your life. तो जिस चीज से तुम्हारा लाइफ चला जा सकता है, and the person उसका death भी हो सकता है. So that is 326. But then what is 307? 307 is like in popular language we call it half murder. What is half murder? Half murder doesn't mean कि आधा मार डाला. He is alive, but an attempt to murder. So popular language we call it half murder, but actually it's not a half murder. It is like attempt to murder. Matlab the person may have died because of your attack. So this is also very serious. But then attempt to murder 307 is tried and entered in applications and everything will be by the session court. So the trial of the 307 will be before the session court and 326 before the magistrate court. So though the sections look similar, they have a very big difference about the punishment as well as also the charges which will be framed by the session judge and the magistrate court. So magistrate court, it will be little easier to run the matter. Though I would say 307, 320 are the most difficult matter because there will be a medical certificate. There is a possibility 326, 307 and to one step further 302. That is murder. In murder, the person is not there. So there will not be, that person will not be coming to the court and telling कि इसने मुझे मारा. He is the person who has attacked me and tried to kill me. But in 307, that person is going to come to the court. In 326, that person is going to the come. Always remember, so whenever you are having matters of 326, 307, always remember that it is the most difficult matters. Even the 324, people say murder का trial चलाना बहुत easy है, लेकिन 324, 326, 325 का trial चलाना 326 का 307 का डिफिकल्ट है. क्यों डिफिकल्ट है? बिकॉज जो विटनेस, जो कंप्लेन एंड विटनेस जो भी बनेगा, उसको अगर मारा पीटा गया है तो दैट पर्सन इज अलाइव एंड इज कमिंग. तो अगर वो आदमी आके खुद आके कोर्ट के सामने बोलता है कि मुझे इन्होंने मारा पीटा है, तो उसका एविडेंस तो आई विटनेस जैसा हो गया. In murder cases, there is a possibility there will not be eyewitness. But here it is 100% sure that there will be an eyewitness. So always remember 307, 326, 324, 325 are the most difficult. So you have to be very careful. In 302 also matters, you have to be very careful. But these are the matters where the basic difference, the trial will be run by the different courts. So, and when you run a trial before session court, let me tell you, it is a total different thing because the hurt is very grievous, and session, as we go higher from the magistrate court to the session court to high court to supreme court, naturally जो gravity of the matter है वो ज्यादा होता है. So it is very really difficult sometimes. So once you go to session court, you will understand कि जो ट्रायल का लेवल है, हर चीज, ऐसा नहीं है कि मैजिस्ट्रेट कोर्ट में ट्रायल नहीं चलता है, बट देन पनिशमेंट इज लोअर. But as you go higher, you will be allowed to speak only up to the point, and this is very important. So always remember that the difference between these sections, that is 324, 325, 326, 307 and 302. 302 is easier to read because we know the person is no more. Now here we will go little ahead with this session and we'll read the arbitration, one small article.